Today, I want to speak from the topic, never expect everybody to be like you. Never expect everybody to be like you. If you expect everyone to be like you, then get ready to be disappointed big time. Everyone will not be like you. Everyone will not act and behave like you. Every person will not think like you. Every person will not have the same attitude like you. So therefore, stop expecting everyone to be like you. The problem here is, if you expect everyone to be like you will end up being frustrated, complaining all the time, and you'll be robbing yourself of your peace of mind. Accept the fact that people are different. Accept the fact that people are going to act differently. The way you respond to a situation may not be the way another person may respond to the same situation. Therefore, respect that and be at peace with that. Recognize the fact that people are created by the same God, but created differently. All are created equal and free, but each of us is unique in their own way. Our family differs, our background and upbringing differ, our environment differs, our education and learning differ, the level of our knowledge and exposure differs. Even siblings from the same parent acts and behaves differently. They came out from the same womb, sucked the same breasts, raised the same, but they are different in their own ways. Even identical twins act and behave differently. So therefore, respect diversity. Respect other people's opinion and lifestyle. Respect who they are. Respect where they come from. Respect their culture and their way of life. Respect people's food. That you don't like a food from a particular country does not make the food bad. Everyone must not like the same food you like. Everyone must not like the same movie that you like. Everyone must not like the same fashion style that you like. It is a diverse world. Stop getting mad and angry that people are not following in your footsteps and doing it just exactly like you. If you do that, what it means is that you have projected yourself as a model for everything. And if people are not doing it your way, you get frustrated. You complain, you are always infuriated and enraged, which is not good for you emotionally. Everyone must not dress like you. Everyone must not cook like you. Everyone must not walk like you. When you realize that, it makes you more patient and understanding with people. When you know this reality, it makes you less judgmental and more welcoming. We have to be open-minded in order to accept other people the way they are and the way God made and created them. It is possible to live together despite our differences. We can accommodate others at their differences and uniqueness. We can tolerate and put up with others who do not look like us or behave like us. Everyone don't have to be the same for us to get along. Monotony, they say, kills interest. I take it again. Monotony kills interest. It will be such a boring world if everyone is the same and do everything same way. Variety is the spice of life. There are many ways to do the same thing. There are many roads that often lead to the same destination. It may be the same goal or result, but various and varied means of attaining that goal and result. Be open-minded towards other people and their ways. Be willing and ready to learn. People are not bad just because they are not doing it your way. People are not bad because they are different from you. People are not bad because they live differently from you. There is what is called cultural humility, welcoming people of other cultures. What is culture if not people's way of life? Do not put down or demean other people because of their way of life. There is no perfect way. There is no perfect culture. Be open to understand. Be open to understand other people and where they are coming from. Who we are is shaped by the family we are born into, the environment we grew up, and other factors. It is not the fault of the other person sometimes that they are who they are or act the way they do. They are a product of the factors surrounding their upbringing. One of the causes of conflict in our society is when two people live together, they are not ready, willing, and open to understand where each of them is coming from. This is why roommates don't get along. This is why couples don't get along. Because of our attitude of indifference and lack of patience to put up with them. You hear things like, I can't stand him. Have you made any effort to sit and talk about it? We often end up talking about people instead of talking to them. Maybe your father is not a good father to you because he is not doing exactly for you what other fathers are doing for their children. Maybe your friends are telling you how their dad is treating them, and then you compare that to your own dad, and your dad is not doing exactly the same thing. Then you get mad and you hate your dad. You know something you may not be aware of? Your father's dad may not have been in his life when he was growing up, and so therefore, nobody taught him how to be a father or a dad. Again, you know something you may not be aware of. Your father's dad may not be in his life or may not have been in his life when he was growing up. And so therefore, nobody taught him how to be a father or a dad. Same thing can happen when you judge your husband or your wife too harshly. Who knows? They did not grow up with their dad or their mom in their lives. So no one taught them how to be a wife or a husband because they did not have anyone to look up to, someone to mentor them, and someone they could learn from. This topic is good for married couples. This topic is good for people in relationships. This topic is good for diverse workplaces. Opinions will always vary and differ. You don't have to agree with everyone, but respect their perspective and opinion. You don't need to attack people on social media because you don't agree with them. Your coworker is getting his or her job done, but in a different way than you. Why do you have a problem with that? Your problem is that the coworker is not doing it exactly like you do. There is what is called nature. The way people are, the way they are made, the way they are wired, the way God created them. Let people be who they are. Do not bend or try to make people to conform to your own ways. It is not fair to people, and it is a sign of arrogance on your own part to think that everyone has to do it like you because you are the only person that has it right. I say this again, and it is a sign of arrogance on your part to think that everyone has to do it like you because you are the only person that has it right. No one is perfect. We all make mistakes. Nothing in this life is perfect. Stop thinking you are the only person getting it right and every other person is wrong. It is a wrong mentality to have. It is a bad attitude to have. If you don't change, you will be having a fit and a problem with everybody. Where your knowledge stops, another person's knowledge begins. No one knows it all. No one has the monopoly of knowledge. Why do you have a problem that I am a Methodist or that I attend a Methodist church? Because you want me to attend your own church, because you feel your own church is the right church. Is it really my fault that I am attending Methodist church when I was born into that church, raised in that church, introduced to God and faith in that church? Why judge me? So the only way you can accept me and love me is only if I start attending your own church? You see, this is the problem in our society. I can only love you when you worship like me. I can only love you when you look like me. I can only love you when you are in the same political party with me. I can only love you when you smile like me, dress like me, live in the same neighborhood with me. No, life does not work that way. God is not stupid for making us different. You are not wiser and smarter than God. The problem is not that people are different. The problem is that you have not accepted others the way they are. You will see a woman married into a family. The mother-in-law wants her to treat her son exactly the way she is treating her husband, and vice versa. Things change. The world of 30 years ago is no longer the world of today. The way things worked many years ago may no longer be the way things are working currently. The only thing constant and steady in our world is change. Ability to embrace change and diversity and differences makes you a wise and smart person. Let others be who they are. Be who you are. Stop complaining. Stop getting agitated. Stop wearing yourself out unnecessarily. Live and let others live. The sky is large enough to accommodate all birds. Everyone will not be skinny. Everyone will not be chubby. Everyone will not be athletic. Accept people the way they are. Whoever that will love you the way you are. Imagine a world where everyone is driving the same car like you, wearing the same dress like you, doing exactly what you do. Come on. It is not going to happen. I am so sorry if that came to you as bad news. In a school, you may have 25 teachers. All of them will teach differently according to their style and personality. Grace is built on nature. Many have left their church because the new pastor is not like the old one. Come on, give the poor guy a chance. He may even be better than the old guy. Stop walking around, sticking your nose up with your shoulders high, thinking you are better than everyone. I am sorry, you are not. The world would be a better place when we start being more accepting and tolerant of other people and their differences. Because people are behaving a certain way, you conclude that they will go to hell. You are not their God. You don't know why they are the way they are. Focus on yourself. Work on yourself. You yourself, you are not even sure if you will make heaven on the last day. If you think you are strong, learn to put up with the weak. If you are placed in a high place, do not look down on the lowly. There is something good in every person. There is something not so good in every person too. Maybe we can be more considerate to one another. Just do your best. Actions, they say, speak louder than words. People could see the good in you and the good you do, and they will learn from you, imitate you, or follow your example, even without saying a word to them. Let me say this again. People could see the good in you and the good you do, and they will learn from you, imitate you, or follow your example, even without you saying a word to them. If you need to correct people, correct them with gentleness and humility. I am a fan of fraternal correction. If they change, that is very good. If they don't, do not force them. You can always pray for people that they change for good. It is only the Holy Spirit of God that changes people. In certain things, there are many ways to do it. There is no one way to do it. Maybe the way you would have done it is the only way you know. We don't know everything. Maybe there are other ways to do it out there. And then you are expecting everybody to do it according to your own way. This is where we get it all wrong. So therefore, from today, we need to reevaluate and reassess how we see and view other people and their actions and behavior. You may be a Christian. You have been attending church every Sunday for the past 20 years. You have learned to love, to show empathy and compassion, and you do that very well. Now, you see someone who is not showing love, empathy, or compassion. If you are not careful, we may use our standard as a Christian to judge the person, but who knows? The person may not be a Christian like we are. He has never attended any church. Nobody has ever talked to him or preached the word to him. He has never read the Bible. Probably, if he had the same opportunity like us, he would have been much better. Most of the times, we don't know what is going on. We don't know the behind the scenes. We don't know what is going on inside. So don't expect everyone to treat you the way you treat them. People are on different levels in their lives. Do not be too quick to make hasty conclusions and judgments. We are all a work in progress. Every sinner has a future, and every saint has a past. Let us not give up on anybody. People can change. You are a nice person, but that sales lady may be nasty. I understand. You would want her to be kind like you, but unfortunately, she is not. You don't know her very well. You are only meeting her for the first time. You don't know what is going on at the moment with her. It is not a time to preach or lecture her or to teach her how to be nice. Just walk away and pray for her. You will be more at peace. You may attempt to teach her, and things may end up getting worse. The bottom line here is never expect everyone to be like you, period. Let people be themselves. Be yourself. Accept this as what it is and be at peace with it and enjoy your life without burdening yourself with another person's issues. God bless you. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to my channel at Venathel channel. V like Victor, ENATHEL, then space channel. Venathel channel. Share this video with anyone you think or feel it may help. Let me know your thoughts. Your opinion matters to me in the comment section. Visit my website at www.venathel.com and my daily blog at www.venathel.com/blog.